Hey guys, so for day 23, I'm going to be doing this super cute ghost design. So to start off, I'm going to be painting all of the nails black with Perfect Black from Madam Glam. I do 2 coats of the black and I cure each coat for 60 seconds. This part here where I'm painting the nails black is sped up a little bit, but the rest of the video is going to be in real time. I just felt like having this part be in real time would be super boring, just watching me paint these nails in real time. Now to do the ghost, I'm going to be using my blooming gel from Beetles and White Attic from Nail Reserve. To do this, I just put a thin layer of the blooming gel onto the nail, and then before I cure that, I take my liner brush, which I believe I used my 11mm liner brush, and I just take some of the white gel polish and I draw a little kind of like squiggle line in the blooming gel to create like the little ghost's body, and then it will spread out a little bit to create like that airy, flowy kind of look that ghosts have. And then once my little ghosts all spread out how much I want them to, I go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And when I'm drawing these ghosts on, I try to have a larger glob of the gel polish on my brush, so you can kind of see that white bead up at the tip of the brush to create like the head. And then when I draw that squiggle line, I try to kind of like flick it to create like a tapered effect almost, kind of like how you would draw a ghost, like the head is more round and then it tapers out to like the little tail end of the ghost. So for this nail, I decided to draw on the ghost with a dotting tool instead of my liner brush because I was just curious to see like how that would look and if it would kind of create a different effect or if it would look the same. So for this, instead of pressing the dotting tool down onto the nail like you would if you were creating a dot, I kind of just floated it on top of the blooming gel and barely touched it to the nail because I felt like if I pushed it down too much, it would kind of drag the blooming gel a little bit, and I didn't want that. Here you can kind of see the difference between the brush and the dotting tool. The nail on the left is with the brush and the nail on the right is with the dotting tool. With the brush, it kind of leaves like that line down the middle, which I don't really care for too much, but with the dotting tool, you don't really see that. It's all just one like piece kind of. There's not that line kind of separating the two sides. So for the rest of the nails, I did just go ahead and create the ghost with the dotting tool instead of my liner brush. After I get all of the ghosts on, I'm going in with a smaller dotting tool and dotting on the little faces with the black gel polish. And then once I get all the faces on, I cure for 60 seconds. Now I'm just going in and I'm going to create those little like 4-pointed stars. I just felt like the ghost alone was just kind of a little plain and there needed to be a little something going on in like the background. So I thought some of those 4-pointed stars would be super cute. So I started out with a dot and then I dragged that out in the 4 different directions. This one was a little too big, so I did switch to a smaller dotting tool to create them, and I felt like it worked out a little bit better, although I still feel like it could have been better. They weren't really turning out quite how I was expecting them to, but they weren't bad. Like, they were still cute, but I just feel like they didn't really look like the 4-pointed stars that everybody else does. I don't know, I might have been doing something wrong, or I mean, this was my first time doing this, so it could just be because it was my first time and I was just really kind of making it up as I went along. I don't know. I also tried a smaller liner brush, thinking maybe that would make it a little better. I was just kind of messing around. I tried different size dotting tools, different sized liner brushes to see if I could get them the way that they look when other people do them, but I don't think I quite figured it out, but that's really okay. They still ended up being super cute, even though they didn't look like how everybody else does or how like the nail stickers look. And then after I got a few of those little four-pointed stars on, I just went in with a really small dotting tool and just started on some little dots to be like some extra little star clusters on there just to fill up that space a little bit more. And then after I got all the stars on, I did cure for 60 seconds. Once I was done, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do matte or shiny top coat. So on the thumbnail here, I did wipe it off with some alcohol real quick because I was going to test the matte top coat out on that nail, and wiping it off with alcohol helps prevent any of the nail art smudging. So I do apply the matte top coat to this one, and then I apply the shiny top coat to the pointer nail, and I cure those for 60 seconds so I can see the two and compare and figure out if I wanted to do matte or shiny top coat. So this is what they look like, matte versus shiny. I think they both look cute, but I feel like with the matte top coat, it kind of made the ghost look more solid and not so wispy and airy like how they look with the shiny top coat. I feel like they look a lot better with the shiny top coat, like they just look floaty and airy and not so solid. So I did decide to go with the shiny top coat because I felt like they looked a little bit better that way. So I did re-top coat this nail and then top coated the rest of the nails and cured them for 60 seconds. And this is what they look like. I think they are so cute, and I love how each ghost kind of looks a little bit different. They each kind of have their own little personality, and even though they were all created like the same and I did their faces the same way, they each still look different just based on the way that the gel spread or how big or small the little dots are that I did on their faces. I just think it's so cute. This is just such a cute and easy Halloween design that anybody could do. And if you wanted to, you could let the white gel polish spread out more and have more like airy, like see-through kind of ghost, you know, where it's like not a full ghost but kind of like the foggy, misty looking type of ghost, if that makes any sense at all. I think from now on, whenever I do ghosts, I'm just gonna do them like this because I think these ones are the cutest little ghosts. They're way better than any ghost that I have drawn. And they're just so simple and easy to do. Like, all you do is put your blooming gel down and then you swipe a little bit of white gel polish on, let it spread out, and there you go, you have a ghost. I honestly just can't get over how cute these ghosts are. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.